Write your name and class code on the back of your tile. All right, gently turn this over and lay it back down onto your surface. Notice that I have my clay mat out to help keep the tables nice and clean and keep myself organized as I'm working on this project. All right, this project is about adding texture to your clay tile. So in your box here, you'll have different materials to create texture. Now we talked about this before about thinking about composition to arrange and rearrange until I like it. So I have some bugs here, some leaves, and some other kind of random designs. I'm going to think about, do I want to do the whole thing in one design, in one texture, or do I want to divide it up? I decided that I'm going to divide it up, so I'm going to kind of eyeball this and lay it down. This part's really important, that you just gently push with your hand and your finger all the way around. If you push too hard and you start to bang on it, you will make your clay tile much, much thinner. All right. Before I pull up my texture plate, I'm going to check and see how deep it is. I'm going to push a little more. Slowly pulling up. Yes, I think this will be good. All right, so now I have half and half. On the other side, I could do half the bug, part of the bug, or maybe part of the leaf. I think I'm going to try the leaf. Now also in your box, you'll find different caps. You might recognize some of these from your lunches, some sodas, some Gatorades. And I'm going to start to think about, how can I incorporate this into my design? I like symmetry and balance around the edges, so I think I'm going to do half a circle in each corner. All right. I'm also going to dig in and some more. I got some coffee stirs and also some straws here. So I might just make some little patterns around the edge of my flower to bring that design to life, make it a little more noticeable. Okay. There. I could use my coffee stirrer. Maybe I'll add some patterns, let's see, inside my circles. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I'm happy with my composition. I arranged and rearranged until I liked it. And now I'm going to work on my initials. So here we have, let me organize my space. That looks pretty good, feels a lot better. And next to me I have my slip. So if at any point I start to feel my clay is getting dry and it's cracking, I can quickly dip my fingers in there. All right, so here we go with the coil. Now I'm going to squeeze it like a Tootsie Roll. Okay, there's my Tootsie Roll. And now I'm going to put it down on my surface and slowly roll it, going side to side. Notice how I start in the center and then I roll my fingers outward. This will help keep it nice and even. Roll, roll, roll your clay gently on the table. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it till it's nice and even. Now for your initials. You can choose either the first letter of your first name, your middle name, or last name, or any of the combination. But whatever clay you get is all you get, so you got to really think ahead. How much clay do I really need? Now I'm going to do the letter M for Mrs. Miller, our school counselor. And one way to do it is just to kind of wrap your snake coil up and around to see how much I need. So I definitely have more than I need. I'm going to pinch it there. And now I'm going to start to really make that letter M. So right now it kind of looks like a giant limpy noodle. There we go. And just by pinching off the parts I don't need, I can get that M to look more like a nice M, make it more readable. All right, so I'm happy with that. Gently take it off. And this is where the fun part happens. It's called called score, which means to scratch, and slip. So what it is, I just gently flipped over my letter, and you're going to score, which means scratch, on the back side of your on the back side of your initial. It'll almost look like your cat scratched it. All right. And now I'm going to draw that M on here with my fork, so I know where I'm going to score, which means to scratch on here. All right. Just lightly where I drew that letter. Okay. And now we're going to slip. Slip is water and clay, and it acts as the glue for your project. I'm just using my 2 fingers, and I'm quickly rubbing a little bit of slip, just clay and water on the back of there. And now on my tile, a little bit of slip right onto my letter. Now I'm going to gently place my M back, and I'm going to gently press. And when you're pressing, what's happening with those scratch marks and the water, it's actually creating a suction cup. So your tile initial will not pop off. So that feels pretty good. I'm not pushing too hard, but just so it feels like it's staying put. Now you can see some lumpy parts and some parts that maybe my nail got, and I just use my slip to smooth it out, not too much. Again, your clay is really wet. You really won't need a lot of slip today. And I'm smoothing everything out. Really trying to shape up my letter so that it's readable and not a limpy noodle. All right, so I'm happy with that. My last step is I could add more texture to my M. Okay, and that concludes our clay initial tile. All right, enjoy your project, have fun.